Okay, everybody, let's go. No viewers. Nobody cares. Let's get it. Just had a game where I was in a couple of really good fights, and I missed a headshot on a dude in a shoddy fight, and oh, it was so close. I had this guy. Timed it perfect, and I just missed it. But whatevs. He won the game. See if we can get a good loadout and get some dubs here. Let us pray. Let us pray to the Fortnite gods. Big Star Wars update tonight. Star Wars sucks. So anxious before these first drops here. Broadcasting. I mean, I like the energy, but then I kind of don't. It's uncomfortable. I guess I just gotta get to those first few minutes and start playing and get in the zone. Not get off to a bad start. Try not to say too many curse words. Try not yawn too much. Ruin that deploy there. Garbage. Thank you. Start. Bit of a risk going out here in the open, but whatevs. I don't love the burst, but I'm better with it than that twin mag rifle. Unless the twin mag rifle is blue or higher. There. 30 people are already down. horsey something stuck in my head. An afternoon nostalgia television show. Smoking silhouette, but they couldn't name you. Oh, good. Oh, but I remember you. Nothing. Nice. Garbage. Zip line up. Okay. This is really bad. Get it together. This is where playing on controller's fucking terrible. That grenade do no splash damage. It's better, stronger, but I like this one better. Okay, how did I not pick up any of the med kits? Dude, I'm telling you. You hear complaints about the aim assist on controller. Controller is so mistake prone, dude. Like, M&K has the super advantage. Okay, I'm gonna push down this hill. Buying it. If I was younger and more dexterous, maybe I wouldn't be as bitter about the difference in play quality, but if anybody decides to watch the stream after the fact, this spot back here is pretty like low-key underrated. for a solo drop or just even a little regroup spot, because it's out of the way. You got a big boulder here, a little shelf back here, and there's usually one or two chests back here. Someone's wiped them. Okay, but you see what I mean? Like, this is a good little spot. You got a fireplace, fire pit. You can kind of stop and look at the map and not worry about people getting to you too easily. Swiney's math tips. I don't like going out in the water here, but last game I was using turrets pretty effectively. Now I can't find any. Hello, viewer. Hope you're having a good Thursday on May Day. Pass on that. There you go. What's up, Plush? Welcome back. Yes, I have two testes. I had a friend when I used to play, this is back in the 90s, playing a lot of roller hockey with friends on weekends. And we used to play pretty rough, man. Like, we used to fucking light each other up. And, we played with a puck on rollerblades, whatever, and at Venice High School, there was a little spot where we'd use these basketball courts that were blacktop. So it was fast, it was kind of slippery. Anyway, a friend of mine, Tony McDowell, someone took a slap shot and it redirected and hit him in the fucking Bozak. And he was like, ow! And he like doubled over and he was hurting really bad. And he tried to keep playing and he couldn't. He's like, I'm done, boys. This is hurting too bad. And he went home and it kept hurting, and then he checked and it was, his Bozak was fucking purple. So we had to go to the ER, and that puck shattered one of his testicles and he had to have it removed. So he only has one testy, not two. True story. It's been here. I gotta be careful. It's here. pro player. Never know. Dude. That was a bot, okay. It's weird how the bots are using the scorpion gloves now. It's kind of lame, but at least he missed. Gotta have a sense of humor sometimes. Redundancy of sound check. Oh, there we go. See? Manifest destiny right there. Is Mirage Mutant Ninja Turtles, is that a little animated series? What is that? People left in Storm 5? Yikes. Oh, okay, yeah, alright, gotcha. Right on. That's cool. Yeah, I remember when, Marvel reintroduced Conan as Conan the Adventurer or Conan the Wanderer or something, and they had this one specific artist doing the pencils. I think he did the inks too, but not the coloring. Anyways, his style was so intense he could only do like 3 volumes at a time before taking a break. And I bought like 2 or 3 copies of the first 3 issues, and they fucked up and let people borrow them. I don't even know if I have any of them left. I was so mad. I don't know what they're worth now, but I know they're worth something, because that artist was a big deal. Okay, this game might be over. This zone is brutal. Not sure how I'm going to pull this off. But the first Conan, the Adventure, or whatever it was, had a really cool embossed cover. That was when, like, if you take like the early 90s, early to mid 90s, there was a lot of really cool embossing, and they were doing different stuff with covers back then. That was when they were really kind of starting to up the game with the print media and the qualities of the paper and the stock, I should say, and kind of cool. I one of the I was always a huge Fantastic Four fan. And I would even subscribe to them once in a while. And I was very lucky to get, there's an issue where a Human Torch goes fully Nova. I think he's only done that like 5 or 6 times in the whole run of the comics. Anyways. So they did variants of that cover with different pigments of his flame. you had a yellow, an orange, a red, and a white. And I had the white version, and I was so stoked. I still have that. Don't know what it's worth, but... Alright, I'm going to fucking downing guys in front of me. This is rough. The last game I played, I had to fight over in Mosses. This is a tough place to fight, dude. Yeah, Frazetta kind of created this template, prototype for what Conan should look like, and I'm not against that, but I give the marble artists on Conan's early runs a lot of credit, man. I thought even Buscema made him look good, you know. That bot better not fucking shoot him. See, in this type of environment, dude, this is why I wanted some turrets. Because the shockwaves, while they help, you bump into trees when you're trying to, like, move around. And that can completely end your game. I have some Conans, like, I used to have more... in, like, I think the 60 to, like, 90 range, as far as issue numbers. I inherited some comics from my older brother when I was a teenager. He had a really cool collection, really valuable stuff, and this dude that was a friend of his roommates threw all this shit out in the street and people stole it. I was back in the late 70s, early 80s. Dude, this is bad. I'm gonna say I don't think I'm winning this. Another prick. 10 seconds. I gotta get my head in the game here, man. Somebody's got the rift gun. On me, boy. Oh, let me get up there, you son of a bitch. Man, these motherfuckers. Man, I had that guy down there too. He was smart, he pulled off. The problem with even though I got a good controller, I'm not reporting anybody. It's hard to not double hit or accidentally hit buttons sometimes. Like, I didn't mean to shockwave so late there. I should have shockwave way sooner. And that kind of fucked it up. But okay. Fourth, third. Let's see if I can get a second or a first. Let's jump back in. Bebop's got to get some victories here. Also, in the early 90s, you had I really enjoyed what Dark Horse Comics was doing with the Alien franchise. They were doing way better stuff with the Alien than they were with the Predator. Predator had some good stories, but the Alien stories to me were always like miles ahead of the writing for the Predator. Like, Predator Cold War was pretty good. Predator Primal was fucking awesome. That was only 2 issues. There was a short story called Blood on Two Witch Mesa. That was a Predator story that was in a kind of a Dark Horse Presents. They would have 3 or 4 stories per issue. Anyway, but Dark Horse was doing some really good stuff back then, and all the Alien movies that were coming out post Alien 3 were such a letdown. Because there were so many good stories that Dark Horse that they could have used to riff on, and I guess they didn't want to pay the writers or whatever it is, but like Colonial Marines and Labyrinth and Berserker, if you can find those are really, really good short runs of Alien stories. Hello, second viewer. Chubster, what's happening? Trying to catch a dub here. So far, no luck. Drop number 2. Oh, where do I want to fucking land? I don't like this trajectory. This path. That's Aliens vs. Predator. That was the long one that Chris Claremont did. Deadliest of the Species. That one was okay. One thing I liked about that series was the cover artist had some fucking incredible concepts for the cover art. I think I have all but one of those. It was a 12-issue run or something. Colonial Marines was going to be a 12 or 15 issue run, and they cut it down to 10, which was a real bummer because that had some incredible concepts as far as within the story. Do I have 1,000 followers now? Nice. I pulled a frame grab at this morning or last night before bed where I was following 66 and I had 999 followers, so it was kind of the old Jimi Hendrix song, if 6 was 9, if 66 was 999. Anyway, numerology, stupidity. We'll see, it fluctuates. We'll probably go back down to 970 in a day or two, and then the way they try and like cull the bot accounts and they reinstate them, and I really wish there was another person owning that app, dude, because Elon Musk has just fucking destroyed everything he touches. I'm not a fan of that dude. Not a fan. Elon motherfucker. Yes, we have Hog 1000 level reached. Like that. And that. Nice, I did not mean to do that. Good old Jimmy. Died before he could make a bad record. kind of like it's eerie, the similarity of how and it was a different genre, but when you take what happened with Stevie Ray Vaughan, like he also passed away before he made a bad record. You know what I mean? Like. Well, I mean, personally, I don't mind bureaucracy and overspending because we're big enough to do it. I mean, put it this way. If any way, shape, or form that overspending was affecting you, okay, like, I don't think overspending is affecting anybody. I think people were just, like, mad that, they thought that it was going to programs that they didn't vote for. It's like, well, yeah, that's the way it works. Like, a lot of money goes to programs we don't vote for. That's the way it fucking goes. Deal with it. You know what I mean? Like, Americans gotta remember how fucking America works. That's the problem. And if you don't like overspending, okay, so cutting all those federal jobs, what's gnarly about that is federal workers aren't like normie city workers. They have a different kind of skill set and they get locked into their jobs for decades. Now that those people are out in the private sector, they're fucked. Now they're not spending money at local grocery stores, or, you know what I mean? Like, and it's millionaires like trying to decide what regular people should do in a direct way now. It's not like a few steps, you know, removed process. So that's where, like, I thought that was really, really tone deaf. I don't need a millionaire telling me how I should or shouldn't live because you can do without something. Like, well, when have you done without something? Shut the fuck up. So sorry about my little rant here, but that was very insensitive and very cruel to a lot of hardworking Americans that were doing their job. Oh, well, I don't think they were efficient. Well, who the fuck are you, dude? Like, you don't understand how bureaucracy, you know what I mean? Like, Elon tried to come in and save all this money, and it's not making anybody's lives any better. You know, like, on the contrary. So I don't know. I was really offended by him and what he did. And that dude can go fucking hang himself for all I care. I've been around a lot of wealthy people, dude. They're very cavalier with anyone's strife. They think it's all their fault. A lot of times it's not. That's all. Why am I getting up? I'm dying. Fucking this gun is trash. Yeah, that was all proven not true, man. Like, and the amount of it was like so minuscule. Like it wasn't. Again, it wasn't hurting anybody. Like, how are dead people going to get their, like, if a family member is taking that and cashing that check, then that's a crime. Right? The crime isn't issuing the check, but all those people were just still in the register as far as they were talking about the other night. Like, but bro, dead people weren't getting money. That's not how it works. That was completely overinflated. Now, sometimes you got to go in and make changes quick, but they didn't really do any due diligence on anything. And all government spending has an oversight. You know that Trump has a penchant for not trusting anything that was left behind by either Obama or Biden. So he's like, yeah, we're just going to rip this out. All administrations do that on a change. But in the past, there was, like I said, a lot of diligence done to see what and where was going to work effectively. These guys just like, no, we're canceling it. We don't care if it's wrong. And that was un-American, in my opinion. Well, I mean, dude, he wasn't gonna win. You knew he was going out. I think Joe suffered from cognitive impairment due to exhaustion. I don't think the dude's brain is cooked. Being a president is a very, very, very strenuous job. You have a lot of handlers, a lot of people to help you. That being said, some people age differently than others, right? And I think he was just a victim of being fatigued and not being able to stop and take a couple days off. When you're a president, you don't get to do that. And so I think that was the main hindrance for him as being effective. His policies weren't bad. The dollar was at an all-time high. Stock market was good. As far as post-pandemic economy versus others around the world, we were completely ahead of everybody. And when you don't want to like someone, you don't really care if they do something good, you know? In some ways, it kind of was, right? Like that's kind of a good angle. But I was talking to my friend Joe the other day. He's a couple years, he's my age, right? And known him my whole life from Venice. And I said, bro, go back to Jimmy Carter, Ronald Reagan, Bush Sr., Clinton, Bush Jr., Obama, Trump, Biden, now Trump again. When has any president made your life that much better or that much worse? It's all perception. Like, there's some things you might not like here and there, but overall, America's America. And you either fucking make it or you don't here. The president doesn't really fuck you up that bad unless it's something specific you do or don't like. That's all it is. Nobody wants to admit that. Everybody wants to like the guy in charge, right? Like, I stopped voting a long time ago. I voted this time around for Harris because Trump's an actual fucking moron when it comes to American history and how politics work. He doesn't get it. I don't want a disruption like he's bringing. I'm okay with bureaucracy and status quo because you know what? Status quo means we're still the top country in the fucking world. Oh, we're laughed at around the world. Says who? We'll still kick the shit out of anybody. Like, that isn't fucking... If you think someone's laughing at you, then you need to do something about it. Like, I just... All this phony bravado and macho bullshit. Like, Trump's never been in a fight in his life. I've been in, like, close to 20. I can tell when someone's a pussy. You know? Everyone, oh, he's so massive. No, he's not. He's a fucking guy who uses leverage from learning boardroom fucking leverage and tactics. That dude don't play the game straight up. Anyway, yeah, I don't like the guy. And I haven't liked him since the 80s when he came on the scene as some jet-setter playboy. Always disliked the guy. If he does something good, I'll give him credit for it, but I don't really see him doing anything that I think is excellent. So that's all. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm not against anyone supported. Do what you're going to do, man. See things how you feel you need to see them. But I think that guy's a mess. I'll take that. I don't like it, but excuse me. And also remember, I grew up in the whole punk rock, like 80s Reaganomics era. And that's how I learned that it's important to think for yourself. Take influences and shit like that here and there, but don't take them too far. Learn how to draw your own conclusion. Look for the middle of things. I always try and operate from the middle and then come out from there. So if I'm leaning one direction, I do lean to the left. But I try and be as much of a centrist as I can. For sure. Thank you. I always go back. There was a song by Suicidal Tendencies on their first record called "Two-Sided Politics," and Mike Muir says, "I'm not anti-government. The government's anti-me. I'm not anti-church. The church is anti-me. I'm not anti-anything. I just want to be free." And that always stuck with me. Like, that's exactly how I feel about things. Problem or no problem, government's here. You know? Do I believe in guns? Yes. Do I believe in semi-automatic assault rifles? No, I don't. I don't think you should have those unless you apply for them and show why you need them in a rural area. I could go on with little stipulations and specifics, but I won't bore you with that. But that's kind of like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm for most everything with some guardrails, right? I don't know why men care about women having abortions or not. Who cares? Let women do what they want to do. Hello, third viewer. Oh, we're down to 7? Jesus Christ, it's sweaty day. Storm 4, and there's 7 people left, dude. Am I in a tournament? What's going on here? But I gotta catch a dub, alright? I've seen no bots or no players at this point. This is bad. Just get to the gas station. But anyway, back to Fortnite. Wow, I don't have any mats. How did I run into no bots this whole round? Is that a bot? Did I just like jinx it? Hit a shot, Timmy. Jesus Christ. Let's get rid of that burst. And we'll go holo, twister, rock and roll. I got mats now. Thank you, friendly bot. For giving me a refresh. Dude, 4 people left. This is unbelievable. There. Yeah, Punisher was a cool concept when he started getting more popular, like in the late 70s, early 80s. He had a really cool crossover with, not crossover, but appearance in Spider-Man with a Nightcrawler. That was like a 2 or 3 episode run. That kind of really brought him out more to the limelight, for into the light for casual fans. In a couple games, I got a gold sniper. I could use that right now. I'm crazy for hanging out in the open like this. I still have my old PS2 Slim console. Ooh, last fight. I gotta get to that. Click, alright. How are we gonna play this, boys? I had some really cool games on my PS3, but I sold it to someone with all my games and shit like that. I don't regret it, but yeah, looking back, I wish I just would have saved it, you know? This last guy sounds like a real motherfucker. He's waiting. There you are, Bubby. This is bad, guys. Wait, what? He didn't have his gun in his hand. Did you see that? Are you kidding me? That dude did not even have a gun in his hand and he shot me in the face? That's a joke, right? What the fuck was that? Is that Triggerbot? Oh my god. Brutal cheating right there. Son of a bitch. Wow, was that bad? Oh my goodness, that was terrible. This motherfucker. Yeah, you got 10 crowns. Wow. Alright, well, I guess that's it for today. You see what I'm competing against. It's impossible to get a dub today. But, we'll get back to it and, hopefully get some better results next time. I don't know who left. Did Plush leave or did Chubster leave? Who's still here? But rock and roll. All right, Plush, Chubster, thanks for stopping by. Holler at me on Twitter. I'll talk to you guys soon. Later.